Hey, hello everybody. So is this a little bit better that I was able to have it to where you guys knew what time I was coming on, and then I was actually a minute and a half late. So sorry about that. Can you guys hear me okay? Always got to check that. Zach, MPN, Mr. Mick, Mad, Greasy, Billy. All right. So you guys can hear me okay? No, I sound muffled. All right, hold on. Let me figure out why here. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know why. Yep.
Sorry about that. Is that any better? I was in a hurry to get started, and I forgot to switch on the roadcaster. It was coming through the microphone or the uh, camera. Thank you. So mad. So you got a little taste of how he really is today. Oh well. I tried to be nice. Good. Yeah, it was on. I forgot to switch it over to the microphone here. So sorry about that. But is it loud enough, or do I need to go more or less, or what do you think? Peggy may or may not be here tonight. She texted me earlier and said she's going to try, but she hasn't. Apparently, she hasn't been to bed since over 24 hours. So it's good. Yeah, Mad. So I'm removed from the show, and I'm the bad guy. Oh well. Anyhow, I went in there to just say hello and you know show that I'm not upset or mad, and you saw what happened. No, not last. So okay. Any no. Well, I was at someone else's Saturday night show, and I just stopped in to say hello. Made a couple comments on the guitar, uh, because I always did like that guitar he was playing, and completely ignored me, which I was surprised I wasn't blocked. Honest to God. And then Mad Hatter even brought it up to attention that I said hi, and not only did I still get ignored, he ignored him for that comment. So all I can say is, oh well, it is what it is. I tried. So, uh, yeah, yeah, Billy. But you know, I just wanted to show no hard feelings. But you kind of got to see the true colors right there, Mad. So, oh, rain alarm. More rain. No, that's good. More rain today, more rain tomorrow. The river's about ready to flood. I don't know what to say. I mean, I tried. So, okay, couple things. Comments I got in the chat, which I thought I'd be blocked because everybody else that he's done this to has been completely blocked. So when I typed in there first, there was a few seconds. I didn't see it come up on the screen, so I thought, oh, I'm blocked. So I switched to the Fretworks channel and typed again, and as soon as I hit enter on that, the Ron Gunner comment came up. So I went back to the Ron Gunner channel. And I seriously, I wasn't there to stir up anything. I was just, honest to God, thought, you know what? Enough's enough. I'll give it a try. I did, and Mad saw what happened and even brought it to his attention and still got ignored, and he got ignored for that one. So it is what it is. All I can say is I tried. Whatever. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to hit the mic. Well, it is what it is. So a couple things today. One, I was going to work on this because this has a Strat neck from Barry Rich, but when you get so there's need to do a little work on the frets. Now this is caught. So I hate, it makes me mad, this Rodecaster. I can go Bluetooth on the phone. I can go Bluetooth with the microphone, but you can't do, even though these are Bluetooth headphones, it won't accept headphones as Bluetooth. So you gotta use a cord, and I hate that. Well, it is what it is. His choice, not mine. All I know is my conscience is clean. I tried. So, but I had to get into the bottom drawer of the bench today, and this one side is really a mess. I hate to say it, it's like a junk drawer. So I thought we'll talk about some other stuff. Answer any questions you guys had. About guitars or anything, actually. And we'll discuss stuff like that while I'm at the bench cleaning that drawer out. So I empty it out. And it's really weird for me to have a drawer like that, but why is this thing getting closer and closer? But when I was setting everything up over there, I quickly ran out of room, so I just threw everything in that drawer. So I want to get that cleaned. Greasy, picked up your 03 gifts on 330. There you go. Cool. Very cool. Refret. If you don't mind my asking, what was the normal charge for that? Around here, Jumbo Stainless, you're looking at about $600 in this area, the Pittsburgh area. So $465. Wow, that's a steal. Cool. So anyhow, I got to do that, and then hold on. This microphone, the headphones keep shoving it over more and more. And I'm trying not to get that so it's, I don't want that to happen. So I'll take the headphones off when we get over there. But I got another song back from Germany today. And this one, he did better. He really did. So I wrote him back, and I thank because this should be the last one that I remember, and I thanked him for everything. I said the one right before this, the Ashes, that was kind of different, and he just kind of wrote back LOLOLOLOL smiley face. So I don't know if that means he was joking with that one and he's going to redo it. I have no idea. Eric's Guitar Shop in Van Nuys. Cool. Very cool. Like I said, that's a good price. Around the Pittsburgh area, Columbus area, Cleveland, you're going to pay $600 for stainless steel jumbos. Hey, Rocky. Ron, I never noticed that on my Charvel today. The back of the headstock was stamped used. Mr. Mick, I didn't notice that because I didn't mess with the back of the headstock, but I have seen on Reverb some guitars that look absolutely new, and they are stamped used on the back, and the bad part is you could barely see it. So I don't know what that means. Unless it's like a B stock and they legally can't sell it as new, which that might have been what it was. Matter of fact, Rocky, you're here. And Billy, you might know, Dane had a couple that was stamped used on the back of them too, he was selling, but he did get them used. I remember a couple of videos of him showing that too. Yeah, I didn't mess with the back of it, so I didn't look at the back of the headstock actually. Is it obviously then it's not real, because the ones they show on the Reverb and the one Dane had, it's like very faint said used, not like it's really bold where you can see it. But yeah, that I think that's the case. It's B stock, and because it's B stock. Oh, thank you. Hold on, let me look. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I never even looked back there. Wow. So I think B stock they can't, even though they're never been sold before, because there's something, whatever's making them be considered as B stock, they might do that because they can't legally sell it as, brand new, even though it is new. Where'd you get it from? I would, if I was you, I'd contact who you got it from and ask them what that's about. Oh, let's see. Let's see. MPL. Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. A store on Reverb. Yeah, I would check with them and ask them. Just send them that photo and say, hey, what's with this? I wonder if that's the same store, Billy, that you found the when I got taken. I did get the money back though, thank God. When I got taken on the mirrored soloist that I bought, I bought it from, I don't even remember where it was. Supposed to be from Delaware or Boston or somewhere. And then I paid for it and then never got a reply back. And then I was telling Billy about it, and I sent him the photo. I actually sent him the screenshot of the ad. And he's like, well, that's the same guitar. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of mirrored soloists. But he's like, no, the guy in the photo and everything is the same. And it was a shop in Texas. So Billy contacted him, and the guy first thought we were trying to accuse him of scamming me. Billy, I don't remember, but is that it? I just remember it was a guitar shop in Texas. But that's what happened. Someone took his photos, made a fake account, listed the guitar like $300 cheaper than he was selling it for. I come along and bought it because it was such a good deal. Got taken for the money, filed a complaint, and Reverb did refund the money back. And then Greasy stepped in and sold me his. Yeah, the guy in Texas was the right guy. He's got a legit store. Yeah, I don't know. But usually I think that's why that's on there. It was a B stock for whatever reason. I know Cole has bought 2 Schecters that were B stock, and there's not a thing wrong with them. So I don't know why they were listed as B stock, but I don't know if they were stamped used. So there may be something where if it's not listed as B stock, then it's got to be stamped. Or you can list it as B stock and leave them. I don't know. I don't sell on Reverb. I've only bought. So, yeah, the other guy copied the pictures from the store, didn't change them or anything, and even had the same description and everything. The only thing he changed was the price and then put in his fake store. I paid, and then I get a tracking thing with a number. So I'm following the number, and it ends up going to Cincinnati. Then it said it was out for delivery, and I'm thinking that's 4 hours away from me. Then I got a notice where it was delivered. So I go to the post office, and they're like, you got to go to where you bought it through. And I couldn't get anybody to answer me. And then I finally got a hold of Reverb and explained the whole thing to him, showed him the tracking number, showed them the purchase that I made, and then they instantly refunded the money. So you got to be careful. Out of all the years of me buying on Reverb, that's the first time I was ever taken like that. So yeah, if he didn't list it as used, I'm just going to guess that maybe it was B stock. So I don't know. I would check just to find out for sure, though. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Mick. Oh, it was listed as used? Okay. MPN got taken for trying to buy new Floyd. Yeah, see, it sucks. You got to be careful. But, and it was partly my fault because I didn't go, and this is the first time I've never done this. I always go to the store, and look, the reviews and stuff like that. But I was so excited to find the mirrored guitar at such a good price, I just instantly clicked added to cart and bought it. And then the guy had no reviews. So, yeah, you just got to be careful. And Mr. Mick, thank you. I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, we'll go to the bench unless you want to hear that's the new song first. And I believe this is the last one till the fall. I don't think he's going to do any during the summer. Remember, I got 76 songs to be completed, so got enough for a few albums. And this one is it's a Hurt By a Love. So I was it seems like it's going to seem like it's a lot of different ones, but the actual ones I was hurt from was just a couple. So all right, this is called Knives Behind Her Eyes. Now let me figure out which one I just put it on. Okay, so this one is a little bit better than he did on the one the night before. Too loud? Up, down, what do I need?
I let you in, past the walls I built. Showed you scars that never heal. You wore my trust like a crown of gold, while digging graves for my new home. We drank 2 nights, they never end. Swore on blood we'd never bend. Every word, it's all a lie. I was blind to your cries. You whisper truth with a serpent's tongue. Turn my faith into something wrong. You were my fire, you were my friend. Now you're the reason I can't mend. Two-faced in the mirror at night. Kiss my soul as you twist your knife. I gave you everything I had. Love and loyalty you took as bad. Now I see through your lies.
I don't like the sound he put on that.
You laughed with me as you carved my soul. Every secret I let you hold. You sold for silver, cold and bold. I hear your voice in the quiet now. Twisted echoes I can't shut out. Was I ever for real at all, or just my setup for a fall? If I promised that you swore nothing but a crack in the face you wore. You were my fire, you were my friend. Now you're the reason I can't mend. Two-faced in the mirror at night. Kiss my soul as you twist your knife. I gave you everything I had. Love and loyalty you took as bad. Now I see through your lies. I'd rather face the truth on my own than wear your lies. You have shown you took my trust and twisted fate. Now I feel
background.
No more chains, no more lies. I see the devil in your eyes. You were my fire, you were my friend. Now you're the wound that I can't to face in the mirror at night. Kiss my soul as you twist your knife. I gave you everything I had, love and loyalty you took as bad. Now I'll rise through your lies. No more knives, no more lies.
There you go. He did it a little different than I thought he was going to do it. And that one part there towards the end with the background, I think it's a little loud because it kind of covers Kevin's voice up. But yeah, it's what I said before. You women don't understand what you guys can do to us, or you girls can do to us. So, all right. Any questions? You want to talk about anything before we go to the bench? And you guys just watch me clean a drawer. I don't know what he's doing with it, Max. It's a friend of mine in he's over in Germany, and I'm sending them to him, and he's doing them. The backing vocals, any female vocals you hear, I have no idea who they are. They work for him. Oh, okay, hold on, Zach. So yeah, he's doing stuff. He's changed some of the sounds of the guitar, and like the effect he had on that, kind of like fuzzy. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's doing. I'm not paying for it. He's doing it as a favor because we've been friends for years, and so he's doing them on his own free time. He was doing a lot during the winter months, and then I get what I get, and I got to take it. I can't say, hey, go ahead and change that back or move this around. So it's whatever. Hey, Lewis. Oh, I just played I believe it's the last song till this winter or late fall and winter. Now, Zach, okay, the pot I showed a few nights ago. Yes, it was a tone pot where I put the two different capacitors on it. Yeah, he does have background singers that work for him at the studio. Now, I don't know if he has 2 or 6 or 15. There's an old trick where you could, have 2 or 3 or 4, record them, then double it and double it and double it till it sounds like you got 1,000 people. So I don't think he's using AI. Well, because AI would change everything. I mean, he's getting, and I don't think he's enhancing it because you can hear Kevin's voice. He'll crack a little bit where he strains. Then you'll hear da-da-da, da-da. You'll hear him breathe. So AI I assume would take all that out. But yeah, he's done really good on mixing. I mean, he's got $1 million studio. He mixes for. Matter of fact, he even did some for the band Halloween at one time. So, okay, hold on back to the question. Yes, that was a tone pot that I showed Zach, where I split it and put 2 different capacitors on. Is that the one you're talking about? And I guess you're asking if you can do it to two pots. I've never. Hold on. So 2 pots, I guess you could do it. would go with 4 different, do the O1, the O1, the 1, or 22 or 30, 33 or 47. You just get 4 different ones. And you could cut them, and that way you would have 6 different sounds that way. So hold on here. I got to forward this to my wife. And have her do this. Hold on, please. Please send her Jed's number. Thank you. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. So yeah, I think you would. Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't just use 4 different capacitors, so you would have the 4 different sounds. So that was actually my aunt calling. Hey, Peggy, I just told them a little bit ago that you may not be here tonight. Hey, Lewis, if that was what's her name, Danica Patrick, trying to call me about car insurance, I'll take that call. So, if you guys don't mind, since Peggy and Lewis didn't hear the song, let me play it one more time. And this is only what you just heard with me, that's only the 3rd time I've heard it. Because I just got it like 5 o'clock, something like that. So, here it is. But when you hear just the guitar, now he did take some of the heavy guitars out of the verse, underneath the verse, because it was a lot heavier. But he didn't remove it all like he did the song before this. But he got some kind of weird effect on like the single string, ding, ding, kind of like a fuzzy thing that I don't use. So, all right, here you go.
I let you in past the walls I built, showed you scars that never heal. You wore my trust like a crown of gold, while digging graves for my new home. We drank 2 nights.
Right there, there's a fuzz on that. Right there.
Swore on blood we'd never bend. Every word, it's all a lie. I was blind to your cries. You whisper truth with a serpent's tongue. Turn my faith into something wrong. You were my fire, you were my friend. Now you're the reason I can't mend. 2-faced in the mirror at night. Kiss my soul as you twist your knife. I gave you everything I had. Love and loyalty you took as bad. Now I see through your lies.
Kevin had a little hard right there. Now I see.
You laughed with me as you carved my soul. Every secret I let you hold. You
right there,
cold
fuzz.
and bold. I hear your voice in the quiet now. Twisted echoes I can't shut out. Was I ever for real at all? Or just my setup for a fall? If I promised that you swore nothing but a crack in the face you wore.
Now he took it off for the solo, kind of.
You were my fire, you were my friend, now you're the reason I can't mend two-face in the mirror at night. Kiss my soul as you twist your knife. I gave you everything I had, love and loyalty it took as
Now somewhere near the background overpowers him.
Through your lies, I'd rather face the truth on my own than wear your lies. You have shown you took my trust and twisted fate. Now I feel this growing hate. It cuts too deep. You on my sleeve. No more chains, no more lies. I see the devil in your eyes. You were my father, you were my friend. Now
Right there.
you're the wound that I can't mend. Two-face in the mirror at night. Kiss my soul as you twist your knife. I gave you everything I had, love and loyalty you took as bad. Now I'll rise through your lies. No more knives, no more lies.
Yeah, I don't like the beginning of the song. He doesn't put the fuzz on. Then he drops out a lot of the bottom end of the guitar, focuses on that one line progression, added some kind of fuzz effect to it. Then when the solo comes on, he kind of takes the fuzz thing away, then brings it back. And then, there's very few background, but that one section, and you can't even understand what Kevin's saying. So, oh well. Again, I can't complain, and I'm getting the music done instead of just talking about it like some other people do. And I don't mean anybody in particular. You just go across the thing. You hear all kind of YouTubers talk about doing it, but not a lot of them do. So, thank you, Peggy. All right, with that, we're going to go to the bench, and I have the other laptop there, so I can still see the chat, right? Well, I got to bring it up. Apparently, it restarted. So, okay. Peggy said that before about a couple other ones too. I only played it one time. You know about my uncle that got killed in World War II. Some of you don't know. 3 days before he's supposed to leave to start his way back home. And I have the letter because it was, it was in the family. When my grandfather died, I got it. And he wrote in the letter, do I have that on here? No. He wrote in the letter, he started out, for some strange reason, I have the urge to write today. So he wrote to my grandmother talking about my dad, who wasn't quite 2 years old at the time. And or wasn't quite 3 years old. He was like less than a week from being 3. And my uncle had never seen him and was talking to my grandmother about coming to see my dad. So he wrote this letter. He even says, for some reason I decided I had the urge to write today. Less than 24 hours later, he was killed. And the letter was returned, and then the adjutant general sent it to my grandmother inside my uncle's letter, inside a letter from him explaining about it. And, excuse me, Bay Area Rich, which I don't know if he's here, but if he is, Rich, thank you. Rich's wife is from the Philippines, and they went down there this past October, and Rich went to the military graveyard and went to my uncle's tomb, and they had a ceremony and everything for my uncle. And because it's in the Philippines, none of my family has ever been there. So Rich stepped in for my family, and to me, that makes him a brother, you know. But I wrote a song about it called For Some Strange Reason, and I only played it one time on here. So let me download, or let me erase one of these, and I'll put it on here and play it. Then we'll go to the bench. I promise. But this one, and this is the one I think, Peggy, this is the one I think you said sounded like a movie track. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta delete that one first. Okay. So, and I showed the letter on here before. They gave Rich a bunch of stuff to give to me, and I sent them some things. Some strange reason, there we go. And they're going to use the story about my uncle in the letter, and less than 24 hours later, he died, when they do tours for the families that do go down there. And the sad part about it was when Rich went and asked about it, you know, they literally took him and his wife out in a golf cart. They cleaned the stone up. Then they did what Rich called like a mud bath, because it's a marble cross, and it's just etched in marble. So he said it's like a mud paste that they put on to darken the lettering, and then they clean the rest of the stone off. They put an American flag and a Filipino flag, and they had music playing. They actually did a ceremony for him. And Rich stood in as my family, and they filmed it, did recording of the whole thing, and then a bunch of photos, and then they gave Rich a bunch of packets to give to me. So when Rich got back to the States, he mailed them to me. So for that, I am forever grateful, because there was 4 brothers, my grandfather and his 3 brothers. One was already in the Navy and was at Pearl Harbor when it got attacked. My grandfather was the oldest, so he had a deferment, plus he was a fire boss in a mine. But when his other 3 brothers went, he said he's going too. So their parents died, and that made my grandfather the whatever, all 3 of their, because the other 3 brothers weren't married. So all their their death insurance that they got was all named to my grandfather. But my grandfather was in Germany fighting when he got the news about his brother Charlie. And Charlie told him, if I don't make it home, bury me where I go down. Instead, my grandfather, they were always upset because they wanted to bring him home and put him with their parents, but he wanted there. So my grandfather made a decision to leave him there, and none of us ever got to go to the grave. So here's the song. It's called For Some Strange Reason, and it talks about 3 days away from coming home. It talks about the letter, and it talks about the 3 brothers coming home and how nothing was the same. And I've only played this on here one time. This is only the second time. So here it is. Oh, I gotta do it over here. Sorry. Open this back up. was in Luzon, 1945.
Losing 1945, the night was thin and still. Army boots outside the tent, the air refusing chill. He sat down with a pen in hand, no reason he could say. Just felt a pull he couldn't shake at the close of day. For some strange reason, I felt like I had to write today. Ink pressed hard against the page, then drifted on its way. 3 days left before he'd board a ship and head back home. Didn't know those words would be the last he'd ever own. So close to home, just days away. The war almost behind, a letter written out of nowhere, frozen now in time. What makes a man reach for goodbye before he knows? For some strange reason, heaven knows. The morning came with more of fire, tearing through the trees. Luzon soil beneath him, distant, unfamiliar seas. They said he fell an army man with courage to the end, as chose to rest where he lay down beside his fellow men. Three brothers came back breathing, walked through the front door, carried home the weight of one who wouldn't anymore. Every laugh had something missing, every joy a cause, living full lives haunted by the brother that was lost. So close to home, just days away. His name still gets called in every family gathering when shadow on the wall. A letter saved, a single line that time still can't erase. For some strange reason, grace. 81 years later, we read it soft and slow. The opening line still trembling, saying more than he could know. Was it instinct? Was it fate? Or love refused to rest? A soldier's heart reaching home within his chest. We never stood beside the ground where his young body lies. Never saw the Luzon sunrise through our own eyes. But we stand where that letter lives, one fit and true, and feel him in the spaces between me and you. 3 days short of coming home, but never far away. He crossed the ocean in his words the night before he fell that day. An army soul, a brother, a son forever know. For some strange reason, he made it home.
So Roadcaster cuts it off, but thank you, Cheryl, Lewis, and Rich. when Rich goes down there the next time, I sent him that song, and he's going back to my uncle's grave and play that song. So, all right, let me go to the bench, please. I'm gonna take the headphones off, so I'm hoping you guys can still hear me. I forgot I had the fan on. That was probably the background noise. Thank you, guys. It just, after Rich sent me all the photos and everything, I wrote that song then. So hold on, let me get this back on, see what happened here. Why it went away? Shouldn't have, but it did. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, so Rich spent the day there for me, and the sad part about it was they put the American flag and then the Filipino flag, and he said that any family, or basically family visitors that come to, there's 17,000 American soldiers buried there, and when they have a visitor, there's a flag next to the stone, and Rich went around with the camera, and out of 17,000 stones, there's hardly any flags there. That's the saddest part of the whole thing. So those guys are over there, and a lot of the families never got there. You know, my grandfather, we talked about taking my grandfather there, but he got too old and couldn't go. And then he died at 88 years old. Wow, now I can't even get the drawer open. There we go. So this drawer is jam-packed. It's got good stuff in it. There's just nothing organized. So I got to empty all this out and clean out what I can clean out. Those shouldn't be in there. That would get rid of this bin, or this. I can, well, you guys never get to see it. Let me scroll up here so I can make sure the photo is right. Oh, hold on. Wow, it's way behind. Okay. Here is behind this bench that you guys never get to see that much. Let me turn this light on. And back here is where the drill press is, a sanding disc, belt sander, and some of the other stuff that I do, because I don't want to do it on here because I keep going through these mats. I don't like that. But hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Is that? Well, maybe I can't show it. The heck? Did I do glue that on there? I must have. I can't. I can't do it. Well, I can take a photo and show you that. Hold on. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that I glued that camera on there. Oh wait, I took photos today and sent them to Rich, actually. You guys don't get to see this whole section. You just basically see the bench. So I got to move the camera because I took the light off. But that's the whole wall with the bench. And my God, there's a lot of okay. Big delay there. That's the wall that's in front of me. And then this is behind me. See all the necks on there. Guitars on the floor. Now, Rich's guitar and Dane's guitar is not in on the floor. The ones on the floor are all mine except for the one in the back. That's Laz's. He wants me to paint shell pink. Come on, show better. So, then this wall here. So I'm actually going to expand that back area because it's too small for, this has grown a lot more than I expected. A lot quicker. Because I have to bring some stuff in here. I can't leave it all out in the garage. So, I did get, I got this little crock pot, and I ordered some wax, and I'm going to show you guys how to do the wax potting. I made these 3D printed for acoustics. So let me scroll back down. Yeah, well, I'm trying. I try, Peggy. All except for this drawer. Oh, by the way, I print these shims out. Check it out. Instead of using cardboard that will, or business card that will eventually crush, these are made of plastic. I get different thicknesses, and they'll fit in the whole pocket. So you got 100% coverage. I make these 3D printed, which they need to go in here. This is my shrink wrap stuff. So I got to figure out what I want in here. This is a bunch of the 3D printed stuff. Let me move this before I knock that over. I can see that happening next. Thought I had, yeah, I do. There's some other ones. I got different thicknesses. And they won't collapse because they're plastic. So we're good there. Need to leave this out for a minute. I need to get some more of those out. Some more shrink wrap. Oh, this is that box of the rubber bands I told you for the speed knobs. Oh, right here. So it came with all these colors. The pink ones I sent to somebody. And the speed, they fit right on there, nice. They're not overly tight, and they're not loose where they come off. And you don't have to burn the holes into the speed knobs themselves. So if you're using speed knobs and don't want to burn the holes into them, but you keep worrying about slipping, then that's the way to go. There's more of those. Put that in there. And hold on. I have some. Where'd it go? Oh, I need to put this in there. I have some acoustic bridge parts. Thank you again, Bay Area Rich. He ordered some and had them shipped here, so I have stuff to work on for acoustics. I need to put those in here. Rich is a sponsor and a really good guy. A lot of you are really good guys. And then some of you get to see the true person. It eventually comes out. So there's that. Let me get, well, you know what? I'll get them later. I want to get this off here because there's so much more that comes out of this drawer. Hey, Multi. But this drawer is really, really plugged up. Fume extractor, I got one too, so empty bag, that, those, that. Now see, there's stuff that shouldn't be in here like that. Don't need paracord stuff for. Oh, hey, about that. Look at this. Got another headphones holder. I'll make this, this will be next Wednesday's giveaway. One screw it to the wall or table, and your headphones hang off of it. I'll put that right there. Backup soldering guns. That shouldn't be in there. Oh, there's the V mod. Or the 24 volt mod. Sandpaper, that's in the wrong drawer. These don't belong in here. Yeah, I was kind of like trying to get everything out of here. There's a couple of the heat gun tips. We're trying to get everything in place. Washers. These are actually for the neck guitar holder, neck bench things, whatever you call them. Dang it. That doesn't need to be. That's for the Peterson strobe tuner. There's one of Laz's handwritten cards. Couple stereo mics, right? Yeah, that's the mic, one of them, and this is a set of calipers. Yep. Actually, I need to put this out and use this on the other ones. I forgot that was even in there. Yeah, I got. Oh, that's the. I bought this. the it says 4K, but the sound of this thing is phenomenal. What we got here? Oh, that's extra wide. What's this one? There's a wide. And here's the little mic. Yep. It's the 1 to 2 inch, or 0 to 2 inch. No, 0 to 1 inch. Here's in the studio. That's Mark right there. It's a different studio. We record in a few. But let me get all this. Good thing for touch up, especially on acoustics. Right there. Gets rid of decal gunk and stuff like that. Premium, original, and then quick and thick, and more original. Oh, that's for that. I gotta take that out in the garage. So now we're getting into the nitty gritty. There's in the studio. There's one of my Warlocks. Put a Floyd Rose on years ago. So I've been routing out for Floyds for a long, long time. Thought I shut that off. Yeah, this thing is jam packed with stuff in here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it all up here like this, and then we're going to change some strings. Nah. Oh, there's another backup. Another bridge. Fast fret. I don't need that anymore. Here's the, and if you ever need these on a guitar, you're really working on something. Those, I don't even have to have those in here. Or this, the old Channel Lock 460s. Oh, that's from the shooting days. That can go. So some of this stuff, there's sanding block. There's a big old. A lot of this stuff can be put in a box and tossed. Yeah, this whole box was just, there's, what is in this? It's like something leaked on it. What we got in here? Wire ties. Some drill bits. This will be something going in something else. Let's see. What we got here? Wow. All this stuff just came out and it's on the... That's a microphone extension for a holder. Yeah, this has been bugging me like crazy. And I always wanted to do it. Oh, here's some more stains. Dark walnut and Kona. There's that. 400 grit. What is that? Emery cloth. Hey, Billy, wait a minute. It's not what you need. It's white plastic, not chrome. That's no good. Here's an old switch. Believe it or not, it's still good. Who is texting me? I thought I shut it off. Hold on. Okay. All right. So yeah, there's George, a bunch of stuff's here on the bottom that shouldn't be here. It fell out everywhere. Believe me, this has been bothering me big time. And I couldn't imagine having all the drawers of this box like this. I'd shoot myself. Two reasons. Drive me crazy to do it, and I'd shoot myself for letting it happen. Bad enough, just this one box. What is this? It's a plug. It's a timer. Don't need that. That's a red LED light to wire into something. Oh, I know. I was going to put that in the guitar. Hey, here's a couple pots. Gator cake. Oh, that's a Boss pedal plug. Hey, there's one of my files. So I know it might be boring. Oh, the Hollow Flash, Aaron's world famous guitar lounge. There you go. That's where you get yours, right, Billy? I think that's what you said. Oh, here's these, you know, when you got mic stands and you got your mics on them, and then you got to deal with the mic cables. Hold on. Let me get them out of here. I made these too. That's what they are. Cable clips for mic stands. This is to screw onto a side. Guys wanted this for their amplifiers. So they screw that into the side of the amp, then they can take their plug and slide it right down in there. So I made those. I try to make stuff that's useful. Yeah, none of this stuff is in a box. Just laying here on the drawer floor that I don't like. There's a blue piece for behind the Floyd screws. That's for the LED lights. Some screws there. So I'm going to say that everything that's in here right now. Oh wait, there's another switch. I think that's a bad switch. Don't want that. Don't need the wire loom. Get this stuff out of here. I'll be happy to get this. There's white. Happy to get this stuff out of here and get this drawer organized, or somewhat organized. It's pretty bad when this bench. It's got these two big deep drawers right here on the bottom. They're the same exact size. They're like 8 inches or 10 inches deep. Then there's 6 drawers like this. And then this one big one here. And I could probably use just as many more. We're talking years of guitar tools. I'd like to have a bench this size full of parts, though. But, I'm old. I got to hobble around a little bit. Brush all this out. I don't need any of that stuff. All right. I'm here somewhere. Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Or did I end up shutting that off somehow? No, you should be able to hear me, right? I hope. Home. Yeah, you should be able to hear me. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm here. It's just, well, I could move. I think I can move this out a little bit so you can see the drawer, or start to. Did that work? Yeah, I didn't realize I glued that up there. Hold on here. No, not that. Live. Let's go live. Now you can kind of see the drawer. I said it's like 8 or 10. Well, I'll tell you exactly here. Hold on. It is 8 inches deep. And it's half, there's 2 of them, so one, it's half of each side of this. Bolt cutters. I don't have bolt cutters. All right, I need to put this where I can get. You know what? I don't need to put that in the drawer. How about that? That can go back here on the table behind me. Glues get used all the time. So they are up front. Stains get used. This gel stain, guys, is good for darkening fretboards. Matter of fact, this is no good anymore. But a gel stain, because you just wipe it on, it's basically really gooey, and let it sit and harden, then take it off. Then I got the dark walnut. Now that kind of stain, that's basically for acoustics. Same thing with this, touching up acoustics. So, but I'm trying to, all this, that's 460s, vice grips, or Tranor locks. Those are the measuring tools, and I did take that part out, right? What did I do with it? Dang it, I should have left it in there too. Yeah, I did take it out. All right. But when I look at it this way, and I've proven this over and over and over again. When you have stuff like this organized, when you go for it to use it, it's right there. You know where it's at. You use it, and I got things cutouts. So if I look in there and something's missing, I know exactly what it is. It's just easier, neater, and quicker. Why would you not want to do that? Make it easy on yourself. Like here's a bunch of different dowels, different sizes. These are all oak or maple. I'm sorry, these are maple. This is the main fret nipper, fret cutters, crowning tool, digital calipers, 2 Starrett straight edges, Starrett edge for finding straight lines or in a circle. Then there's another 12-inch square there, another crowning tool, couple hammers, fret hammer. Actually, I made this one in like 8th grade, 9th grade, shop class. Comes in handy. Couple, different 6-inch scales. This thing right here, yeah, it's I don't know, StuMac, like $40, $50. But we've all used needle nose to take the little round screw off, like on a 3-way switch. And you end up either destroying the round part that's actually the nut, or you slip off and gouge the guitar. So if you do a lot of it, it pays to get one of those, because what it does, you back it out, slide it over the 3-way switch, tighten it up, and it just comes right off. It's designed to fit those grooves. As far as I know, I might be wrong. StuMac is, I think, the only one that really makes that. Maybe they don't, or maybe there is someone else. I'm not sure. So, actually, these can go out in the garage. I don't need those in here. If I do, I'm into something I shouldn't be doing in here anyhow. This can go away. These screws can go down here. That doesn't need to be in there. This little snap-on pry bar can be in here. Oh, I did make these 2 9-volt holders in case you got to put a 9-volt battery in a guitar and you're making it active pickups or whatever. Most people either wrap them in tape and just stuff them in there, wrap them a little bit with foam or Velcro. I print these out too. Again, and that's from Laz. I always save these. Hey, Matt, let RJ know. Oh, binding, it broke. Let RJ know what happened tonight. Yeah, I thought this was a chrome one, Billy. Thought I had you there. Chisel. Filters for the fumigator. These come in handy. I use, the little 12-volt impact for all 12-volt drill and 12-volt impact for guitar work and 20-volt for everything else. But these come in real handy. These are all for the impact wrench or the impact driver. No, nothing broke, Mad. Tell him what happened today. Let's see. This can go over in that side. This can go back in here. I'll fret or sandpaper for the leveler, fret leveler. Those need to go out in the garage too, along with these, because you're never going to have a truss rod that is an 8mm or a 10mm or a 6mm. Well, you might not. I don't think there's a 6. Fender's a 5. So I'll take those 3 out in the garage. This needs to go in here. Couple. That clamp go in there. I may have room for that box anyhow in here. I can get all this other stuff out of here. Yep. Don't need the wire loom. That goes outside. Little mini crowbar goes in here. I don't know how it got in the bottom drawer. There's that piece. And that goes over there for that. This goes in there. Backup soldering iron. Actually, 2 of them. But the Weller one's kind of neat because it's got, it lights up. Screws. Washers. Marker goes in here. It can stay up there. That one can get thrown away. This one can go down here. Is that medium? It's wide. I'll end up giving somebody these too if you got microphones. Hold your cables on the mic stands. Hold them nice and tight out of the way. I know what that is. That's for the sound adapter. These 2 things can go down here. This is much better. Now I can see what's in here. I don't have to dig. There's a puller. clamp. The bridges all go on the other side. Let me see here. So all that stuff was in there, and it didn't need to be. Yeah, none of this stuff goes back in there. Well, this does. This is a 5. This is 6. What I was trying to do with this was I was going to, you know what? I don't know if a 9-volt battery. I was going to try to wire this in a guitar, actually underneath the pickup, the rear pickup, and wire it in so when you plug the guitar in, like the blue kill switch, it would light this up too, underneath the pickup, and give you just a hint of the color. I think that's red. But I don't know if a 9-volt battery will light that up. Find out here in a second. Oh, this is the original battery. It came in this. I don't know how old it is. Might not even be any good. Let's find out. And it is, I'm telling you, it's so much nicer to have what you need. Well, that's saying it's fully charged, so let's see what we got here. Ground. It did light it up. Look. So I want to wire that under. Come on. I want to wire this through the body underneath a pickup. So like when it's dark or on stage, you'll see a red light coming out around the pickup. I thought that'd be kind of cool. So I figured I'd try it. Cool. I guess that battery is good still. This, by the way, is a moisture meter. For, like when I go to paint wood and all that stuff, you hit it and it tells you how wet or dry the wood is. Don't need any of these. Well, dude. Those in here. White, blue. Probably, yeah, that's pretty much had it. Wow, I was looking for this. This comes in handy when you're getting into the truss rod cavity, the way that's shaped. If you need to enlarge it, this works perfect. Gets right around the nut of the truss rod and lets you get the curvature and dig down in it. That's a pretty cool tool. You don't use it that often, but when you do need it, it's good to have. So this will go down here with that stuff. Help if I shut that off. Done that before. Left that on, then come back to use it and went to turn it on. It was on and the battery was dead. Then I didn't have the battery. So then I have to run to the store. You don't want to buy just one, so you buy 4, and then you end up spending $25 that you don't want to spend. All because I forgot to shut it off. Okay, is this stuff any good? Well, yeah. This 8,000, 7,000, 3,000. This should be 7. Yep, that's good there. 10,000. Ah, that little bit's, you never know. That's 2,500. 5,000. This should be 7. Throw the stuff that's been used. Keep the little stuff. Comes in handy for touching up stuff. These always come in handy. Cable wraps. That's what this is too. Old school one. So it goes in like that and then flip it over. It locks in place. Old switch that actually, I don't know if it's still good or not. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so that goes with these, which will go into the parts bin. Stud finder. No, that's just a moisture meter. Hardware enclosed. Have some fun with that, but another one of those. These are the good parts, right? Nope, that's a bad one. So yeah, I just, I wanted to get this drawer organized because it just needs to be done. I mean, now again, if I was just working, well, even if, for me, even working on my own guitars, I don't want to scratch them up, obviously. But the fact that I work on customers' guitars, I can't have the bench with stuff like this laying all over it and flip a guitar over and land on this or thread part of that and leave an indentation in the wood. That is 400 grit emery cloth. So that works. I'll put that up here. That goes with that Peterson tuner right there. Here is the tone pot I showed the other day. So again, carve a line all the way through. So when you twist it, you feel it drop in there. That way you're getting just the pickup sound. Capacitor on this side, capacitor on that side. Turn it, and you got 3 different sounds out of one pot. No extra drilling in the guitar. That will go here. This should go on that side. Hello. That will go in the parts. These, I love these slide stoppers. I do have a lot of trem arms That is for the heat gun, which if Derek is here, I don't know if he's going to buy that particular soldering station. But it comes with the heat gun, and then you got three different ends for it. That's the biggest one. The other one's inside of it. Then this is the smallest one. If you really want to concentrate the hot air, and we're talking 700, 800 degree hot air. You do not want to do that when this thing's on high. And like I said, when I bought this, it was like at least $50 more than it is now. But that's good to know if I ever need another one. Get to save some cash. And this one, I don't know if this one's... I don't think this one's good. I don't know. I'll have to test it. Can't tell what it is. I think it's a cheap one, but when they're all enclosed in plastic. Although it's strong, it's a stout switch, so overture. Overture. Huh. All right. So these go over with the cables. That goes with that. This goes with the cables. This will go down in here. Drawer, so much more room in the drawer now. Throw that away. Yeah, I'll end up... Anybody that's got mic cables, I'll end up giving these away too. Or mic stands with cables. Oh, no, Peggy, it didn't take long, but you know. Too much work. I could show you a photo of it now. Hold on. Still need to get an organizer for it. For that bottom drawer. Come on, get out of the way. I need to get an organizer, go across right on the other side of this, where all the extra parts are in that. But a lot better. I don't have to dig through it now, at least. Oh, wait, I did forget this. The shrink wrap. But it's right there. Oh, a friend of mine gave me these. Check this out. Because we were talking about capacitors. He's like, dude, I got capacitors. Now, most of these can't be used. But look at these. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just these 5 are pretty much all you can use for a guitar. They're 50 watt or 50 volt. You got your 1, then your 22, your 47, and then wait, I thought it had a 0, 1, 2 in 50. 0.1, 22, 47. So it's basically just these 4 I can use out of them. Because once you get over to here, like a 2.2 Ferrite, 50 volt, or 3.3 or 4.7 or 10, my God, that guitar is going to sound like a bass guitar with no tone. So I have 4 sections I can use, just these 4. Man, how'd you like to have that on there? Couple of those. These are 1,000 16 volt. Holy crap. So yeah, it's 50 volt. So it's basically this whole back row. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 that are the right voltage, but only 4, well, actually 3. I mean, that's, well, I guess you could try the 4th one. So that's still what, 20, 40, 60, 80 more capacitors right there. So we're good. But he caught part of the show. He's like, dude, I got capacitors for you. I'm like, yeah, okay. I have, man, I'm going to go over that one day. Treble bleed. Obviously not tonight, but where do I think I do have. I thought I did. Let's see. Okay, they're not there. Hold on. Yeah, here's the stuff for treble bleed. And I will go over that with you guys probably one day next week. So I knew I had the setup for them. StuMac had a heck of a deal. So I usually buy the 3-foot length of the wire, so many feet of it. And I have the wire bender that I can bolt on here and turn. But they had such a killer deal on this. Pre-cut, made in Japan. And this is 12-inch radius. And it's the highest, widest frets they had. They were on sale for $11 each. So there's enough here for 2 necks. Half price is regular, like $22. So I couldn't pass it up for that. So there's enough for 48, 24 fret neck, 12-inch radius, already pre-bent and pre-cut. So wide, highest, 20-inch or 12-inch. Yeah, they were half price. I couldn't believe that. They had a one-day flash sale with like 75 items on the half price. And unfortunately, that was the only thing out of everything they were selling that I actually could use. So this will be next Wednesday's giveaway. This will be a future giveaway. Lawler pickup. This goes out in the garage. What this is, I bought this. Yeah, pretty much so, Peggy. I bought this for hoping I could check the paint thickness on the guitars. And that's what it is. It checks the depth, how much paint you have on the body. But let me find something. It doesn't work on wood. It only works on metal. So here's one of my old neck. So I can tell you how thick the paint is here. So you just put it on there. Let's do that. The red is .30 to green. Let's reset it. I don't know what that means. OL. Let's see if I can do it here. OL. Huh. So it measures the red. Yeah. I mean, does that tell me it's over? The red looks like it's on there thicker than the green, especially right here. Hmm. Now that orange paint here on the blade is 1.60. So, but it only works on metal, which sucked. So I gotta take it out in the garage. I can use it for painting cars, but it doesn't help me on guitars. That goes out in the garage. But I did order the wax because I asked my wife if we had any, and she's like, "No, honey, we happen to be out of paraffin and beeswax right now," which means she hasn't had any, or we haven't had any beeswax or paraffin wax around here for a long time. Or she said, "No, we are fresh out," or something like that, and started laughing. So, got the old crock pot. So I ordered, and your mixture is 80% paraffin, 20% beeswax. Yes, you have to have, yeah. Because that gives you the flexibility and then the hardness. So that's why you have to have it both. This right there with that. And then I have the temperature. So you go between 140 and 150. So we're going to say middle 145. And then you just basically dunk the pickup in there, and it bubbles and everything. And when it finally quits, it's done. And I need to do it to this. This is a copy of an Invader that my friend gave me. So it's a copy of Invader, and it sounds great, but man, does you get squeals from this. So this is going to be what we're going to dunk. And you just basically dunk it. And then when it's done, you wipe the wax off here and off the two edges here, leave it on everywhere else. And then I'm going to take the wrapping off, because before I say anything, let me make sure I got it. Yeah, I got it. So I got a new spool of the wrapping stuff. So we're gonna do it to a couple pickups. I'll show you guys how to do it. If you're getting any feedback or microphonic sounds from your pickups, this is how we're doing it. And it'll be I got 1 pound of each beeswax and paraffin. So we're going to put 80% paraffin, 20% beeswax, stick it in here, let it heat up. Oh, wow, this only goes to 120. 125. I got a digital one. I think it goes to 200. I'll use it. So, yeah, it's got to be 80-20 to do that. And then, so we'll do a whole show on it. You guys got any questions? Yeah, this pickup sounds so good, but it just squeals like crazy. Let me see what this one reads out at. Because he had this in one of his guitars. And it's like, you know, as long as you were playing it, it was fine. But the minute you stop playing, and you better hit the volume down. We are at 1496. So just say 15 ohms output. 96, 6 is greater than 5, so you round up. Now granted, it's no Seymour Duncan slug pushing over 40, but it had such a cool sound to it. It's just the minute you stop playing, like, it just feedback like crazy. So we're going to fix that. This, I've probably had this for 2 years. He bought it. I don't even know where he got it from, and sent it over to put on his guitar, and we put it on there, and it was like just screaming feedback. But it did sound good. So he actually bought an actual Seymour Duncan Invader, and I put that in. He's like, well, just keep that. Use it for whatever. I said, well, I can't use it until I fix it. Then I thought, you know what? I talked about waxing pickups, so that's what we're going to do. And then but the wax won't be here till next Wednesday. Well, one will be here Monday, but the other won't be here till Wednesday. So we'll go for that. So, any questions, or did I miss any questions? If I missed any, I apologize. These are so nice. I put them on this stuff too. Keep them from sliding even on the mat. So, I hate black licorice. I hate black licorice. I cannot stand that smell. And the reason being, when I was a kid, I got sick and had black licorice, and I guess I just associate that now with the sickness, and I can't stand the smell. Oh, there goes a couple razor blades. I can't stand the smell anymore, and I haven't had any for probably, wow. No, really, I haven't had any for probably over 50 years. That's honest to God's truth. Just the smell of it I just start getting queasy. Hey, Derek. So I'll have to get my digital one out to go up high enough for that. But we'll do that. We will wax pot the pickup. What else? There was something else. So, any questions? This should fit on here. Ah, yes. Instant depth gauge. There we go. You'd have to ask them, Russell. I hate the 4-pot setup. Randy Rhoads, on the other hand, loved it and was used to it. That's why both his white Concorde and the Sandoval were set up identical because he was so used to his Les Paul. So they exact same configuration there. Sandoval has the switch on the upper horn towards the back. The original Concorde, say this is the guitar, and I'm holding it like this to play it. So you had the 4 dials here, but the switch was on the top. Not here, actually on top. So he'd like hit it and flip it back and forth there. It wasn't a kill switch, but he used it as a kill switch because he'd have one of the volumes down. So, yeah. But they still do it. I mean, Gibson is in a... They created their own trouble. Are they quality guitars? Yes. Have they been quality guitars? Yes. People want them to change, get more modern. So they do it, and then people throw a fit because they changed. So they're kind of stuck. They're stuck with what they have, you know, and it's, I don't know. They got this mess for themselves, and it's kind of screwed with them all along. You know, the minute they change something, then people start screaming, "That's not a real Gibson," blah, 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 you know. So they quit it, like that guitar Laz had, which was designed by Wayne Charvel. It was basically a Gibson Super Strat. Good guitar, but people started throwing a fit. And then in 87 or 88, when they came out with that thin Les Paul that was pink, I actually bought one. I didn't have it for very long. And I had a white one too, with all the gold hardware, the regular Les Paul. And I don't think I had either one of them longer than 6 months. Matter of fact, probably both of them together might not have been 6 months. I just can't get in. I like the looks of the Les Paul. And if you get a beautiful, curly maple top that's done right, they're gorgeous. But I just cannot connect with them. I don't like the necks. The necks are way too fat. And they're just awkward. And the angle of the head, I know they changed it at one point because they were having trouble keeping them in tune. But then again, you know, if it falls over, the headstock breaks off. So it's kind of they kind of created a mess for themselves. More white. And here's the 16-inch radius block. Yeah, this is the right one. Yeah. So I buy this stuff at the hobby store, like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and it's the adhesive felt. Well, it's 1/8 inch thick, and this is actually what's on your guitar underneath your Floyd Rose. They just use black all the time. I just buy the different colors to kind of go with the guitars. So yeah, a lot of this stuff goes outside, so I'll take that out tomorrow when I go out there to work. Oh no, tomorrow's Easter, sorry. Oh, happy Easter, everybody. As far as I know, Dave, like he called, and which is this our first bass player, who's on a bunch of these songs you're hearing now. He was going to be here last week, and he tripped, hurt his foot. Then he's like, well, I'll just be up, which would have been this past Thursday. And he called me Wednesday. He goes, dude, did you know Sunday was Easter? He goes, I forgot all about it. So he is going to wait till this coming Thursday. And I'm going to, the last time he was here, I tried to have him on the show and he wouldn't do it. So I'm going to try to get him on the show this time. He was the first bass player we had. Then he went through some problems and couldn't do the band anymore. That was us, 1987, in the studio. I don't know how well you can see that. Wait a minute. Let me do this. He's the one that's 6'8". And in that picture, that was before my back surgery and my knees went bad. I was actually 6'2". And you see how he's leaning over him. He's like 6'8.5". Now I'm 6 foot exactly. So he's going to be here. He's the one that's on a lot of this stuff. And then the other bass player who took his place and was actually in the band longer and in the band when we got signed. Was this guy. You can tell I was a weightlifter there, and you can see how thick my chest is. So, like, I wanted to be another Kane Roberts, is what, blonde-haired Kane Roberts. So this guy here is now this guy. And he's been on one song. He's going to be on a couple more. And so I'm friends pretty much with everybody I've ever jammed with, whether they've been in the band or bands that open for us or bands we open for. So, yeah, there's a... Yeah, here he is. This was when he was doing when he was here. So, you know, it's great to still be friends with all these guys. Come on. Play and hit live. Because, like I said, they are all willing to record on the stuff. So that's always a good thing, I believe. I need to just set this here so I can see what you got. I tried to figure out a way. Since you guys are the ones that watch this way, let me ask you: is this view actually okay, or should I try to turn the camera around so you're actually looking at it like I am? Let me know what you want. Because right now you're seeing backwards, basically. And of course, I got it angled a little bit too right now too. So. because when I was watching one of these the other day, a replay, I was like, well, they're kind of seeing it opposite of what I'm seeing. And then I didn't know if you wanted this. I mean, I could try to turn that camera around and mount it. So, well, I glued it on here apparently. Just that piece. Let me see if I can get that off there. All right. So it'd be more something like this. You guys want it that way? That way you're actually seeing it the exact way I'm seeing it. Let me know which way you want it, and that's the way I'll set it up. You want me to lean forward? I mean, I'm just thinking. To me, this makes sense. Okay, I'll fix it so it'll stay up here this way. Now, here's. I got some of the stuff out of the drawer over here now. I got to take outside. But all right, I'll fix this. So tomorrow's show will be opposite of what you're seeing right now. I'm here to, try to make it as easy as possible. So yeah, I'll do that. So I'll fix it so because I was watching it, and because I'm used to seeing it this way, that had me confused. I'm thinking, ooh, I never thought about that. Wonder if that's got everybody else messed up. So yeah. Well, tonight's Saturday, so before Monday's show, I'll have that turned around. And have it all fixed up right for you guys. Give a new angle to you guys. So. And this, I'll give that away Wednesday. Again, it just bolts to the wall or a desk, and your headphones just hang off of it. So, sorry I've been called a neat freak, but I can't help it. I'm telling you, years of going through my dad's toolbox, looking for parts. Yeah, I gotta sort through all this stuff now. Clean that up. So I'll get all that taken care of. And, oh, wait, do I have the other pair of headphones off here? Yeah, hold on. So this is basically what it looks like with the headphones on it. You got it hanging. It's hanging off your desk or wall or wherever. So. All right, let me go back to the desk. And then tonight I'll be over here cleaning all this, the other side here. Because I just made it a mess with all this stuff. All right. Let me switch the cameras back. One's back on. Oh, sorry about that, guys. All you gotta do is just touch that foam and it makes a crazy sound. Oh, there was two things I wanted to show you. I forgot all about it. Some more wiring stuff, guys. Two things. Watch this one not be here now. Hold on. I am all about showing you guys how to get more tone out of your guitars. See if I can find it. That's all from that crazy super switch. That's that. No. So where'd that go? That's not it. That is. Maybe it's over here. There's two I wanted to show you. Now I'll have it for Monday. I got one now. I'll show you the other one Monday. The one for Monday that I was just looking for is putting a 5-way switch in a Telecaster and getting a bunch of different sounds. But here is for a Strat. You have your modern wiring, your 60s wiring, and your 50s wiring. So here's that. Hold that up. You guys can freeze the video and screenshot that. Oh. Now to give you 3 different sounds. You know, you can go the newer style if you like the 60s style or the 50s sound. That's how you wire them, the capacitors. But or is that on here? That might be in my photos. Ah, it is. Here it is. I was going to print this out and I didn't do it yet. I'll hold it up here. You can look at it. And I know, Mad, you have a telly. So I will print this out for Monday and hold it up better. But put a 5-way Strat switch in your telly. Come on. Or if anybody, hold on, wait a minute. If anybody, I can email this to any, but just send me an email and I'll just send you this photo. Same way with the Strat one. I can take a photo of that. So you guys just email me and that's what we'll do. If that'll work for you. Where we at? We're at 2 hours. Let's go 10 more minutes, be 2.5 hours. Let's see, Lewis. Pango guitar kits. I never used one of those. Actually, the only kits I ever used was the Leo Jams. Jams, whatever it was. Send what, Billy? The telly wiring or both of them? Actually, this Strat that I showed earlier, this was the kit from Rich, but that's an actual Fender tremolo. This is a whole Fender pick guard with Fender pickups, switches, everything, and a Fender neck, so and a Fender backplate. So the only thing that's not Fender on this is the body. Other than that, this is all Fender. Okay, Billy, I'll do it. And this body is actually better than some of the Fender's bodies that I've seen at the stores. So, dang it, the headphones are moving that up. That's like this telly. I took this to the store and wrapped a towel around the headstock, and I had a guy play it. And on the back, I forgot I had the Fender neck plate on it. And he played it, and he's like, man, that thing plays great. It's a beautiful Fender. And I started laughing. I was like, it's not a Fender, it's a Tease. And he'd never heard a Tease before. So, but he couldn't believe it. Oh, the show last night where I played the songs in the background. Yeah, I got hit with copyrights for 3 of them. Type of wood the Leo it's maple or walnut. One of the two, I don't remember now. All right, Matt, I'll do it. So, 7 more minutes, guys. You only got to suffer for 7 more minutes. But yeah, he couldn't believe that wasn't a Fender. And this guy owns like 5 or 6 Fender Telecasters. Hey, John, looking to find a Strat body, going to build a 2 or 3 P9. Cool. Yeah, this Leo Jam, I think Rich bought these on sale for like $95. You know, the whole guitar. And then I just ended up swapping literally everything on this is Fender. Even the jack, everything. The only thing it's not is just the body. It's I'm gonna say it's maple. It's one of the two, maple or walnut. I don't remember because it's been about a year since I've been into this. But it's got Fender pickups, Fender pots, Fender switch, Fender pick guard, Fender bridge, Fender jack, Fender neck, Fender backplate, Fender claw. I mean, literally, the only thing it's not Fender is the body. That's it. But I think Rich paid $95. Maybe it was $89. He might have got them on sale for $89. He got me this one and got the other person the gold one. Then we put them together on the show. I actually soldered the parts together. So, but yeah, and it's the paint job. I mean, the body alone is worth what the whole kit is. Now, granted, the neck was decent. Of course, you'd have to, actually to make it really nice, you have to level the frets, crown and polish them, and get rid of your fret sprouts. and then changed the tuners because the tuners on it sucked. The pickups weren't that bad. The pick guard wasn't bad. The tremolo wasn't that bad. But I mean, I had the fender stuff sitting here, so I thought, why not put the fender? I mean, it's even got the fender tuners. So. So yeah, but like I said, for what he paid for the whole kit, the bodies alone is worth that, and the paint job is fabulous. So one of these days, I'm going to let one of those go, and they're going to just fall. Like I said, you guys can't see that. Well, yeah. Oh no, it moved again. I got to get a stronger. It's one of those flexible mounts. In the way the camera keeps it, taking it down. So, but yeah, it's, you know, I thought about buying a couple later on this year of those kits just for the bodies. Because I do have a Charvel neck that's a non-Floyd Rose with the, you know, the fender cut headstock. So, but I would like to get one of the gold ones. For $60 near you, there you go. Yeah, Matt, I will send you the schematic. You too, Billy. Anybody else wants it, just email me, and I'll just send you that photo. So, with that, let's put a close to this tonight. Everybody have a good Easter tomorrow. Enjoy the meal. And I will see you all Monday. And I think, well, I still can't do the waxing because I only have half of it. Yet Torsen is sending me a because I have another strap body over there, and he's sending me a new neck for that. And I think it's going to be the roasted maple. And then he said he was going to throw some other parts in there too. So, all right. So with that, everybody, have a great Easter. Love, peace, Dio. You're all the biggest stars in the world. And Ozzy always said, I love you all. Sharon! All right. With that, here we go. I'll see you Monday. Everybody be safe.